And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight we close out Week 7 together with a good Monday night matchup, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will... the 23-yard line. What a pickup this man was last year. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Another run with McCaffrey on second down. Running right through him. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
First plays a run with the wrongdoer. And now a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this Niner defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Watching that play unfold or watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And he's goes out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
On 1st down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Vikings at 500 and 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Second down and 8. They'll go right back to Nwangu. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Yeah, they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
Up the middle, Nwangu. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed. And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up. Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And all the way down inside the 5 of the 4. 46 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now a give, running left is Nwangu. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Nwangu with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. So a great start. They force the turnover on the other side and then take it down the field on their first drive and finish it off with a short touchdown run.
Nice and efficient, excellent job blocking, finds the gap and barrels into the end zone. Great way to finish off that drive.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. Gets past one man. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter charges in there hard and drops him for a loss of 12 from that outside linebacker position. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is going to be recovered by a member of the offense, but whistles come in. Remember, on 4th down, that becomes a dead ball if anyone other than the fumbler himself recovers. So it'll come back to the spot of the fumble, and that will mean that's going to wind up being a turnover on downs. On the give is Nwangu. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. Another run now for Nwangu. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he's brought down. 69 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. On first down, Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Here's a 2nd and 8. Throwing here, Purdy. And this is incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. Purdy. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the 49ers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They start on the ground with McCaffrey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Purdy. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This is a half of not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Purdy now to throw. That is caught. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a 1st down.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners 1st down. That's a tackle made at the... And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the 2nd half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter. Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it,
And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now Cousins. Over the middle, complete. It's Chandler. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw is Cousins. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 20. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
The throw over the middle taken in. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Purdy from the gun. Connects with Kittle underneath. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Purdy looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, I have to think that the wheels are really spinning in their play caller's mind now. That little setback there on first down. They'll have 3 more shots if that's what it takes, because they've got to take field goals out of their thought process. They need a touchdown and a conversion to tie this game. What play calls does he have on that sheet?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on 4th and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it. Being chased out left. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now 2nd and 9. Handoff right side to Wangu. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 97 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now a handoff to Chandler. And he will have the 1st down at about the 21-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run with Wangu. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It was Eric Armstead coming up quickly and dropping him for a loss. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Throw caught there by Osborne. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Now Chandler. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Give left side here for Nwangu. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Good route here.
Here's Chandler. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 118 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They run it with Chandler. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. On the run is Nwangu. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Now a give running right, Nwangu. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on third?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
They'll run again. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
kick by Crosby is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, some field goals are bigger than others, and that one makes this a two-score game.
And with the way their defense has played all game long, that's kind of a love letter to them because that might very well be all the points they need.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Purdy. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Lewis Seen, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points in the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no